Hey guys, welcome back to today's unboxing. We are kicking off the month of November with a Boxycharm. I got mine really early, so we're going to be doing a try on style. You guys know how we do here on my channel. We like to jump into things. We like to get things started pretty quickly. So if you guys want to know all about Boxycharm and how it works, I'm not going to bore you with details. I'm simply going to link everything down below. If you guys have any questions about it, I have all that good stuff down below. But let's get diving into November's Boxycharm because I'm excited. I've seen sneak peeks. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think I'm going to like this month's box, but let's get diving into it. So the very first thing I'm going to pull out is the card, and this month's theme is called Gold Digger, and then it has all of the good stuff that's going to be right inside in the box. So I did take a look at what was inside my box already, but that's just because I wanted to make sure I knew what I could do off camera, so that way I don't bore you guys with all of the extras. So if you guys want to know what foundation I'm wearing or blush or anything like that, I'll have it linked down below. I did prime my eyes using concealer, and I used the Makeup Revolution concealer. I like it. I will say that. The very first thing we have in our box is by Ace Beauty, or is it Beauty? I don't remember exactly how it is, but I want to say it's Beauty, but I could be wrong. This one here is going to retail for $24.99. I do believe every charmer is going to be getting one of these palettes in their boxes, and this here is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I do love the colors that they used. I think like a lot of these colors are going to be very tailored to a lot of people's liking and preferences. I do like that there's warm tone colors. There's a nice mixture of mattes and shimmers. You guys can see it kind of makes a zigzag line of shimmers right here, and then these here going up and down are the mattes. In my box, along with the eyeshadow palette, I got 4 brushes to go along with. These here are the Luxie Beauty brushes. It's a 4-piece eye set. I love Luxie Beauty brushes. I have quite a few of them. I've received them in past boxes, and they are some of my favorite tools to use. The very first color we're going to be taking for the entire lid, Patchouli. I think that's how you say it. Patchouli, and we're going to be taking it on my Luxie Beauty brush. This here is number 205. Because those eye brushes that we got in our box are just a little bit too detailed for this portion of the eye look, I'm going to start off with this bigger brush. Plan is to dive into the shade called Cinnamon, and I'm going to be taking it on the very first Luxie brush here, which is the Luxie Mini Tapered brush, and I'm going to take this right into my crease area. We're going to now dive into the shade Clove, I believe is the color right here. And I'm going to be taking this on a little bit of a smaller brush. This here is the Small Tapered Blending Brush, which is the number 231 from Luxie as well. And I'm going to be using this color to blend out the edges of that orange tone. I'm going to dive into the shade called a Poppy, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid. I'm going to be taking it on a flat shader brush because I'm going to be packing it onto the lid, and then we'll be blending it out so that way it fades into the orange tone called Cinnamon. For the lid, I'm going to be taking the shade called Primrose right here in the corner, and I'm actually going to be using my finger to apply it. Just going to take it on my finger, and then what I'm going to do is spray my finger with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to apply it to my lid. Ooh, that color's so pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of Myrtle right here, and I'm just going to put it in between the two shadows so that way it blends out. I'm also going to be using it on the Luxie 141 Mini. So the next thing I have in my box is this here by Jante Blue, and this here is the Glittering Star Eyeliner. What I'm going to go ahead and do with this one is I'm going to run it along my top lash line, and then I'm going to smudge it out so that way we can have a nice little thick base at the base of our lashes. All right, I can tell you guys immediately I'm not a fan of it. It really scratches my eyes. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with the combination of a Poppy and Cinnamon, and I'm gonna be taking it back on that smudger brush, and I'm going to run it on my lower lash line. We're going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to be taking this next item that I got in my box, which is the Cover FX Glitter Drops. And the shade that I got in was in the shade Nova, and it looks like this, you guys. It is super intense. So my thought is that I'm going to apply it to the lid first. So I'm going to be taking the brush, which is the Luxie 111 Mini Flat Angled. And then I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to then pat that onto the lid area for a little bit of a base. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to take the shade called Jasmine, and I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to apply that right on top of that base. Actually, I might take my finger. Ooh, that's pretty. That is so beautiful. The very last thing in the box that we have is a pair of lashes. These here are by the brand Lashaholic. It's called Luxury Lashes. And the style that I got was in Insta Glam. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these on really quick. We're going to finish off this look with a little bit of highlighter. So I'm going to be going in with MAC's Oh Darling highlighter, but as a base, I decided to go in with the Cover FX drops, and I'm going to take it on my beauty blender. All right. So there is the finished look, you guys. I went ahead and paired it with a deep kind of cranberry lip color because I was feeling very fall inspired. And with the holidays coming up, I figured if you guys are going to be utilizing this palette for Thanksgiving or something, I'd like to show you guys how I would pair it with a lip color. I wanted to do something a little bit more bold this time of the year. If you guys are wondering what I used on my lips, I did take the Burberry liquid lipstick. This here is in the shade Oxblood, and it is shade number 3. It is so beautiful. As far as the box goes, I would definitely say that there are a few things I'm not super excited about. I really liked the palette. The eyeshadow palette I thought was really great. The only problem I had with the eyeshadow palette was the deep red shade. I don't feel like it packed on as much. It was probably the most dry formula of the entire palette. The metallic shades packed on really well, and all the other shades were great. It was just that red, deep red that I put on the outer corners that I had a little bit of a problem with. The eye pencil that I used is not my favorite. I don't see myself using it again, but for the Cover FX drops, I really like it. I do like a lot of the Cover FX drops. The only thing with that one particularly was that I felt like the glitters were a little bit bigger than what I'm used to. So for somebody like myself who has texture on my skin, it probably isn't the best to put on my skin. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up before you guys head out. I hope you guys enjoyed this month's boxing, and I will see you guys all in my next video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.